Welcome to Streaming News Network, where we deliver balanced reporting with the facts that matter. The Evening Edition by Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Former National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases Director Dr. Anthony Fauci is facing renewed criticism following a contentious Senate appearance and the release of personal writings that critics say raise questions about his leadership and decision-making during the COVID-19 pandemic. During testimony before the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Fauci repeatedly declined to answer certain questions, citing his Fifth Amendment rights. The hearing focused on issues surrounding pandemic policies, government authority, and decisions made during the public health emergency. Critics argue that Fauci's elevated public profile during the pandemic created a level of influence that placed too much trust in a single government health official. They say his support for lockdowns and restrictions contributed to long-lasting impacts on education, families, and public confidence in institutions. Supporters of Fauci maintain that he was attempting to guide the nation through an unprecedented health crisis based on available information at the time. The broader debate now centers on the balance between scientific expertise and democratic accountability. Critics argue that experts entrusted with significant authority must remain transparent and answerable to the public. The controversy surrounding Fauci has become part of a larger national conversation about how future crises should be managed and how government officials can maintain public trust. This is Streaming News Network. Celebrity blogger Perez Hilton was hospitalized Tuesday following a troubling incident during a live stream that prompted viewers to contact authorities over concerns for his safety. Officials with the Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office confirmed that deputies responded to a Florida residence and used crisis intervention techniques to safely resolve the situation. Authorities said the individual involved was transported to a local hospital, and mental health professionals were brought in to assist. Unverified video clips from the livestream appeared to show Hilton in distress, causing viewers to express alarm and urge him to stop. The livestream was later removed from the platform. Representatives for Hilton said they were aware of the concerning material and were working to confirm his condition. They emphasized that their primary concern was his health and the well-being of his family. Hilton, whose legal name is Mario Armando Lavandera Jr., became widely known through his celebrity news website launched in the early 2000s. Earlier this year, he revealed that he had spent several weeks hospitalized due to a serious medical condition. As updates become available, Streaming News Network will continue to follow this developing story. This is Streaming News Network. Psychologists and relationship experts continue to examine the warning signs associated with individuals who display manipulative or harmful behaviors, including traits sometimes linked to psychopathy. Experts caution that psychopathy is a complex psychological condition and that only qualified professionals can make a diagnosis. However, researchers have identified certain behaviors that may appear in people with severe manipulative tendencies. Some commonly discussed warning signs include excessive charm used to gain trust, a lack of genuine remorse after causing harm, frequent dishonesty, and attempts to make others question their own memories or perceptions, a behavior often referred to as gaslighting. Additional concerns may include creating repeated drama, portraying themselves as the victim in every conflict, using affection or emotional closeness as a means of control, and quietly damaging the reputations of others while avoiding responsibility. Mental health professionals emphasize that these behaviors alone do not automatically indicate psychopathy. Relationships involving manipulation, emotional abuse, or controlling behavior can be damaging regardless of a specific diagnosis. Experts recommend paying attention to consistent patterns over time, maintaining healthy boundaries, and seeking support when a relationship begins to negatively affect emotional well-being. Recognizing unhealthy behavior early can help individuals make informed decisions and protect their personal safety. This is Streaming News Network. Former professional football linebacker Jerry Hopkins, a standout player from the early years of the American Football League, has died at the age of 85. Hopkins passed away on July 27 after a football career that took him from Texas high school football to Texas A&M University and 3 professional franchises before the American Football League and National Football League merger. Born in Chalk Bluff, Texas, Hopkins became one of the state's top high school players at Mart High School, earning all-state honors and helping his team capture a state championship. His achievements later earned him induction into the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. At Texas A&M, Hopkins played both center and linebacker, serving as team co-captain during his senior year and earning first-team All-Southwest Conference recognition. The Houston Oilers selected Hopkins in the fourth round of the 1963 American Football League draft, but he later joined the Denver Broncos, where he became a reliable defensive player. During 4 seasons in Denver, he appeared in 49 games and recorded key defensive plays, including sacks and interceptions. Hopkins later played for the Miami Dolphins and finished his career with the Oakland Raiders in 1968. After retiring from football, Hopkins returned to Texas and operated Hopkins Oil Company. He is survived by his wife Joan, 2 children, 1 grandchild, and 1 sister. This is Streaming News Network. Federal authorities in Southern California have announced a series of border-related criminal cases, including an incident involving a 15-year-old boy who was allegedly discovered hidden inside a modified vehicle dashboard while attempting to enter the United States. According to prosecutors, the discovery occurred on July 30 at the Otay Mesa port of entry. Customs and Border Protection officers reportedly found the teenager concealed inside a non-factory compartment built into the dashboard of a pickup truck. Authorities charged Adrian Balderas Azueta, a Mexican citizen with a border crossing card, with allegedly transporting an undocumented immigrant for financial gain. Investigators said the teenager later told officials he had requested a cloth to cover a hot metal pipe while hidden inside the compartment during the crossing. Federal prosecutors also announced another case involving a suspected fentanyl seizure at the San Isidro port of entry. Authorities allege that approximately 40 pounds of fentanyl were discovered concealed inside a vehicle during an attempted border crossing. The cases were among 115 border-related prosecutions announced by federal officials this week. Authorities said multiple agencies participated in the investigations, including Homeland Security investigations, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Officials say the cases highlight ongoing efforts to investigate human smuggling and illegal drug trafficking operations along the southern border. This is Streaming News Network. A dispute involving Ohio Congressman Max Miller and allegations made by his former wife has intensified following the release of private documents and images connected to their family dispute. Senator Bernie Moreno of Ohio, who is Miller's former father-in-law, publicly criticized Miller and said his daughter, Emily Moreno, has experienced significant fear and distress following allegations of abuse during their marriage. Miller has denied the accusations and said he intends to continue his campaign for re-election. Miller recently released documents and other materials that he said supported his defense. However, attorneys for Emily Moreno claim the release mistakenly included sensitive private images involving the couple's young daughter, with personal identifying information allegedly left visible. Miller's legal team acknowledged that the images were released unintentionally and described the incident as a mistake. Senator Moreno criticized the release and questioned how such private material could become publicly available online. The controversy has also involved former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham, who previously dated Miller and has made separate allegations against him. She has requested a temporary restraining order related to public statements about her. Miller has requested that the House Ethics Committee investigate his conduct, saying he wants the allegations reviewed and maintains that he has nothing to hide. The matter continues to draw attention as political leaders respond cautiously while Ohio Republicans face a deadline regarding the upcoming election ballot. This is Streaming News Network. The horse racing world is mourning the loss of champion jockey Robby Albarado, who has died at the age of 52. Albarado was one of the most accomplished riders in modern racing history, recording more than 5,200 career victories during his time in the sport. He became a household name among racing fans after winning the Preakness Stakes twice as part of the prestigious Triple Crown series. In 2007, Albarado captured the Preakness aboard Curlin. 13 years later, he won the race again in 2020 while riding Swiss Skydiver, becoming part of racing history. Churchill Downs confirmed Albarado's passing and expressed condolences to his family, friends, and the many members of the racing community who knew him. His death came shortly after he underwent a medical procedure related to a blockage near his heart. Following the announcement, fans, fellow riders, and racing supporters shared tributes, remembering Albarado not only for his achievements on the track but also for his kindness and support within the horse racing community. Robby Albarado leaves behind a legacy as one of the sport's most respected jockeys and a 2-time Preakness Stakes champion. This is Streaming News Network. A Canadian woman who admitted to striking a teenager during a confrontation on a New Jersey boardwalk has been ordered deported following a guilty plea in an Ocean County courtroom. Caitlin Tracy, age 33, pleaded guilty to simple assault related to a July 3 incident at the Point Pleasant boardwalk that gained national attention after video of the confrontation circulated online. Authorities said Tracy approached a group of teenagers, including a girl wearing a patriotic USA 250 shirt, before an argument escalated and Tracy slapped the teenager. The incident was recorded by bystanders. As part of a plea agreement, Tracy was sentenced to 1 day in jail, with credit for time already served, and ordered removed from the United States. Immigration officials previously stated that Tracy had overstayed her visa and was living in the country unlawfully. During the hearing, Tracy's attorney described her as a productive member of society and said she accepted responsibility for her actions. Prosecutors told the court that the victim's family supported the agreement. The judge read portions of a victim impact statement, noting that the family expressed appreciation for the role of cameras and cell phones in documenting the incident. The court also recognized the family's pride in their immigrant background and their support for the United States. Officials said it remains unclear when Tracy will return to Canada or whether she will ever be permitted to re-enter the United States. This is Streaming News Network. More property connected to Sean Diddy Combs has been forfeited to the federal government following a court order related to his criminal case. A federal judge has approved the forfeiture of thousands of dollars in cash and numerous electronic devices that were seized during investigations and searches of Combs' properties. The items include multiple smartphones, tablets, computer storage devices, and approximately $9,000 in cash reportedly recovered from a New York hotel at the time of Combs' arrest in September of 2024. Court records indicate that no formal challenges were filed against the forfeiture within the required period, allowing the judge to authorize the government to take possession of and handle the property according to federal procedures. Combs' properties were searched in 2024 before his arrest on federal charges. He was later convicted on 2 counts related to prostitution offenses and is currently serving a federal prison sentence. His projected release date has reportedly been moved to February 20, 2028 following a prison incident that resulted in disciplinary action. Representatives for Combs have not publicly commented on the forfeiture order. I am Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Thank you for watching and staying informed.
Thank you for viewing Streaming News Network videos, and also short and special reports. Please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified of additional reports.